It's Teneca. Welcome back to another conscious rant.
They say the crack is sounding like it says. So I done got caught in the rain a little bit. Sitting out here in the car. Still too low. I remember whenever my children were living with their father, it was his turn to have them, and I used to drive to the lake to write. Like, I just wanted to go when it rained. I used to love doing that, and I would take my time and I would just chill at the lake. I would get out, I would talk to the bugs, and they're like, me being afraid of them, that comes and goes, but like, I can talk to them as long as they're not flying on me. Don't you touch me, okay? There's people who know me who knows that I would run off of a cliff over a bug, right? Or I used to it. But anyway, I just really enjoy being out there and writing, and I was having a moment before I decided to start talking to you, okay? Oh my gosh. And I was remembering whenever I stopped going to the lake. It hurt me so bad, because that's my thing. That was my thing. There are a couple of sisters in my lifetime that I went to the lake to write in the rain and ran into really, really good friends. Women, I have to get in contact with them again. They were such beautiful people. And we were there writing together, sometimes crying together. I would get there and I would be like, what are you doing here? And they would be like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I think we're doing the same thing here, okay? Hi. So then we would go and have drinks. Anyway, but after talking about the things, whatever we would be crying about and writing about, it wasn't always something sad either. Like, I don't know if you can hear my voice over the rain, but yeah, another late night. Anyway, I remember, it actually really wasn't that long ago, but I was whining to the guy. I was really, really sad because I wanted to go to the lake, and I was like, well, why don't you just send me someone to take me to the lake, right? Like, send me someone to kill this spider, right? Now I don't really want to kill them. I just want to get them out of the way so that they don't get on me, get in my hair, bite me, For the ones that bite, there's this lady that she has these videos that she makes about them, like the jumping spiders being her friends, and I'm just like, I aspire, okay? Like, I'm not, I see that part on my journey coming up in the distant future, okay? Anyway, but it's like, just as quick as I said that, as quick as I was asking for, send me someone to take me, it ricocheted back to me. Like, I know you can do it. I get almost there. I would have to already be there when it starts raining at the lake, right? It's like, really, that's not something that I've ever shared with anybody. So how am I going to ask somebody to take me there? So when it came back to me, man, I have to fix that. I know that I've been taking baby steps. I do drive. Like I said, I like this heavy. Like, I'm not going to go to the lake at 1 o'clock in the morning, but there was a time when I would have. I don't think that me and the Crocs are going to make it outside the car right now. There's so much water. I'm going to put the brake on, baby. You hear that? Earlier, when it very first started, I went and I did stand out in it. And it felt so good just to intentionally let the water hit my skin. Not trying to dodge it, not trying to get anywhere. It's just a conversation with the water, with the rain. And it felt so good. And I remember the times that I was allowed to do that, like on wash day when my mother would wash my hair. And yeah, just a little bit I could stay out in the rain, and I just loved it. Not like right now where it's beating down like a typhoon. Not like that, but anyway. So then I went from that to I was thinking about the stuff that I share online and how it must hit people. You can have a desired effect, the way that you hope that you're received, and then sometimes what comes back to you doesn't really look like what you sent out. And I just want whoever is viewing my content to know that I would never say anything or express anything to shame anyone or to hurt you. Or I know there are some people that have done some despicable things to me, and I don't just sit around talking about them, because I understand that everybody is on their own journey, and so often we have to forgive people that haven't even apologized. They haven't even acknowledged that they've injured me, and hurt me. People they move recklessly sometimes. But even those people, like, I wouldn't, like, I'm not trying to embarrass anybody by telling my story, by testifying that I came through a lifetime of it. A lifetime. It's a lot of people that are sitting up mad because of how I reacted to them, and mad because I had the audacity to walk away from them. I didn't try to hurt you. I never tried to hurt you. I never once insulted you. I just wouldn't take your shit. You know what I mean? He gets so mad. Like, how dare you? How dare you? Looks like I even was giving you the time of day. And I'm just like, you know what? I ain't done nothing to you. Anyway, but even those people that were, man, they grew horns and fangs on you, girl. There are some people who can come through the same thing that I came through, but they don't, they'll never speak a kind word about someone that hurt them. And in a situation where they had to endure, they'll be silent in shame. The injury itself is enough, it just hurts. And it can morph us and turn us into something else that is just like almost unrecognizable. And I never want anyone to feel like that. Anyway, I've tried really hard to not, shadow trip, basically. It's just me listening and being obedient. I was talking to this gentleman earlier who was saying, like, okay, I already know this conversation. Okay, I'm stopping. In short, once people have the idea that maybe the truth that they've been taught isn't the truth at all, that kind of kills their desire for the truth, and they just start to exist. They just start to just be. And because they lose their sense of who God is and what God is when someone disproves that thing that you've been believing in. And it's like if you just try to feel it, if you just think about it and try to ground yourself, you can ground yourself in so many aspects of the truth. I can't say that we ever truly know. People can say that they know, but I guess you can have that, but you have to be grounded so you can trust, because the God is like a heartbeat. It's, that it's there. You know that. You couldn't exist other than that. So it caused you to doubt yourself. I know what caused me to doubt myself. I'm just saying, despite all of that, I never want to hurt anybody's feelings or make anybody feel like, humiliated. I will say I've spent a lifetime trying not to hurt people who hurt me. I don't want to hurt you back. I'm not trying to be vengeful. I truly have treated people the way that I wanted to be treated. I watched my mother do it. Was never vindictive. Was never vengeful, and she had just cause. And it can be so scary moving like that because, anyway, for obvious reasons, one can get gotten. And you're thinking people have something that mirrors what you have. Anyway, these are the kind of things I would be writing about, but I'm talking to you about them. Sitting in the rain. And then I'm out here, so I'm just showing the gratitude to God because I'm out here enjoying the rain, even though I'm in the car now. And I realized that the rain is behind me. The storm is behind me. It's coming from behind me, so I really should be facing it. But I'm looking at it through the rearview mirror. And now I can't because I'm talking to you. And it's like I've known several people who they were raised very strictly, just very rooted in certain doctrines. I'm not going to keep talking. It just keeps coming up lately all the time. So that's why I'm talking about it now. And I'm telling you, I'm just like, it's not that anyway, these conversations, spirituality, what it makes me think of? That movie, A Thief in the Night, where these people kept having opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to make a connection, just to recognize in the blink of an eye, at least all the Christians for sure were gone, of every age. Like, I'm going to look back the last time I talked about this. It better not be in the month of June of last year. This is a cycle. I know that now. So now I'm paying attention. Okay, so what's up, Because that's another movie that I like a lot. Do you have a vintage stock exchange where you are? Because I go to the vintage stock exchange here. I used to go a lot more. Not recently, but anyway, that's my store. Whenever I want to buy, I love anime. That was hell. Please don't hell on us. Woo! It's hailing on me, y'all. I'm supposed to be okay. I gotta get it. I wish I had a house. I think I do have a house somewhere. I certainly have been dreaming of it, okay? I've never owned a home. I want to. I will one day. Yeah. And then I'll park my car under I don't know if I want a garage or I think I want a barn. I know that's like, but I do. I just don't want the spiders to come along with it, but I do want a barn. Maybe a barn house. Have you seen what a barn house? Okay, I'm gonna stop. That was such a beautiful little streak of lightning there. Anyway, but now it's getting so foggy in here that I've been sitting out here in it for a long time before I decided to finally record, just really enjoying it. Because we be driving through it to get somewhere, but like just to sit in the rain. It's just nature, it's water and winds, and it's the pressure that made it. And it can really make sense for me how the clouds weigh so many tons, right? Thousands of pounds. but they're up there. Somebody needs to make it make sense to me. Have you heard the theory about gravity? It's kind of like flat earthers, but they talk about how gravity doesn't exist because it's not actually a proven theory. Have you heard of it? And so I was thinking about my schedule and me getting off between 11 and 1 o'clock in the morning. And I know that the real issue is caffeine. I'm very caffeine sensitive, and I know that. But this is not my normal schedule, but I do like it. I just find that I'm up in the evenings now. It's so weird. My clock is like, is that gonna be my normal the rest of my life? I don't know. I don't know if I dislike it enough to change it. You know what I mean? I just we're getting to know each other, being this part of my life. I'm like, I don't know if I like this. I don't dislike it. But because I'm so sensitive to caffeine, I'd have to have that caffeine maybe 2 hours before I get to work then. And then, I don't know. I really don't, I don't think that I have to. Because I do that Rise mushroom coffee, and I really like it. But like, because it's not actual caffeine, I don't think. And I really, really like it. I like how it makes my body feel. And to know that it's a lesser degree of caffeine. Do you know what I'm talking about? The Rise mushroom coffee? I have to have it hot because I prefer it hot is all. I've had it cold too, but I do prefer it nice and warm. Yeah.